Hey guys, I know it's been a while. I have a couple of dreams here to talk about. This first one was, I think, the end of April. I had this dream, very short. I remember being in my parents' basement, just looking for water and ammo. Throughout this dream, I remember just being hungry and thirsty and knowing that the supplies of food and water throughout, I guess, the United States at least, but I had a feeling it might be the world, that it was deplenishing, and that we needed water and ammo. And this is basically the entire dream. It was very short, and upon waking up, I had remembered about a prayer that I prayed a while ago about when, like, asking for a sign or something on when to slowly start to prepare and when to really start to prepare. And I feel like when I woke up, when I woke up from this dream, this was him saying it's time to slowly start to prepare, getting things like water and ammo, things that are going to last quite a while. Food doesn't last as long, I guess. I guess it depends on what kind of food you get. But in this dream, I didn't feel like food was something to get yet. Water and ammo was all I got from this dream. The second dream that I had was not that long ago. It was on 5/20. Um, this one was pretty long, so I wrote it out here on my notes so I wouldn't miss anything. So it started out, I was at this big Hollywood event slash party. It was a costume party event thing, and we were handing out these awards. And towards the end of the ceremony, at the final award being handed out, I don't remember what the award was, but it was a very big deal, and everyone was very pleased on who won the award. And it was Paris Hilton. She was dressed like a queen, and she was treated exactly like one. She walked very slowly down the aisle up to the stage. She had maids by her side holding up the sides of her dress when she walked up the stairs to the stage. All her maids were also very popular celebrities. I don't remember who they were, though. All three of them were girls, and I do want to say that one of them was Jennifer Lopez, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. After the award show, I was gathered around with some of my friends talking. I wasn't really paying attention to them because I was busy looking up at the night sky. It was a very beautiful night with absolutely no clouds and no lights here on Earth to dilute the sky's appearance, the stars. So it was a very clear night. The stars are very big and bright. They look like they were moving very slowly, really in a pattern, kind of like a dance. I don't know why I get that, but I did. The stars were moving very slowly in like a rehearsed pattern. Then I had noticed a few shooting stars, and I had told everyone around me to look up at this because there's so many shooting stars. I had never seen that many all at one time. And all of a sudden, it started to rain fire. Not like a downpour of all around us. This was in a very specific spot. Um, it was raining fire in a line, maybe a few feet wide. So it was raining fire coming down just in a straight line pattern, just a few feet wide. It was coming down very fast, and there was no doubt in my mind that this was coming from space or from heaven. I can't explain how I knew this, but it was a very clear understanding. I had a very clear understanding of this. So in the stream, I had this secret bunker that I had been working on. So I yelled for everyone around me to follow me, but no one did. I'm gonna scroll down here. Sorry. So when I went down there, I waited it out. I waited for the rain, fire, down there alone. It only lasted briefly. When I came out of this bunker, I'd seen a trail of this fire. If you'd ever used an acetylene or propylene torch, you'll know what I'm talking about. This fire left a very slag trail on the ground. I looked around and I seen quite a few people just frozen in fear and hiding anywhere they could, or at least of what was left of the people. I'm not sure where everyone went, but there was a drastic decline in the population that was around me before and after this had happened. I find two of my friends and I go up to them and start talking to them about this bunker that I had. So I led them to it, and I take them down there, and I give them a tour. And they are amazed at how big this bunker is and how many people could have been saved down here if they had listened. So I showed them what little supplies that I had saved up for. For some reason, I had a small supply of fireworks. I think they're called cakes. They're those bigger box ones. So we go back to the surface and we start to inspect the slag from the fire, and we're all kind of spread out a little bit, and I start kicking at this slag, and I realize that there's things buried under it. So I kick it even harder, and I start kicking even more, and I uncover 3 very large plastic totes, and I yell for my friends to tell them to start kicking it as well, and they had already done so themselves. So I open the first tote, and it's filled with snacks. I open the second tote, and it's filled with tools. And I open the third, and it's filled with camping supplies. We are all in shock on how this was possible, and that's when we heard a helicopter. It was shooting at the ground. I think it was shooting people, but I'm not sure. It was getting very close to us and flew directly over us, and it was about to shoot, and it quickly flew off. And that's when we seen some alien-like creature jump out of nowhere. And I know how this sounds, but I'm just saying what I seen. This thing was very long, crawled on all fours, and it was very strong in its claws and its grip. So it could walk along the walls or concrete. It could just grip into it and walk along it. It had a tail, very sharp teeth, and had quite a few whiskers. So it started to chase my 2 friends, and that's when I ran back down to my bunker to get one of the fireworks that I had. And as I'm aiming it at this creature and about to light it, that's when I wake up. Not too sure about this dream on how the parables in it, other than maybe like the totes, getting the snacks and things like that prepared. The totes would be very good to start storing your supplies in, like the snacks are being dry food, or tools. Like the tools that I had were very small tools, but they would be handy, very handy, if you don't have any tools at all. Along with the camping supplies, if you need to leave your house or the area you're in, camping supplies will be very, very useful if you don't have anything. With the Hollywood thing, beats me other than the elites and their New World Order, maybe. This alien creature, I'm at a loss with it, other than maybe this thing was designed to seek. And that's really the only thing I can think of with this. If you guys have any of your own personal discernments on this, please let me know. I'd be very interested to see what you guys get out of this. Thank you for listening. God bless you.